Simon talked about big vision. And I want to bring somebody here who has a big vision. Now, Safaricom was started in 2000, and at that time we knew that we are a Kenyan company, and we will work with Kenyans, and we will grow Kenyans. So through Safaricom PLC, through Safaricom Foundation, we have done a few things. But today we'll just concentrate on this one thing, and that is women in business. We were, in the year 2015, 2016, we were set in the tender committee. And Bob was chairing that tender board. I'm the vice chair at that time. And then he said, every year we spend about 37 to 45 billion shillings growing the business, growing our network. Most of this money goes to the big multinationals. A sizable amount goes to Kenyan businesses, but most of these Kenyan businesses were men-led. So post the SDGs, the Sustainable Development Goals, we decided that we'll be deliberate and intentional to support women in business. And we said we don't want women doing stationery, flowers. We want them to be involved in big business. Today I have the pleasure of introducing my good friend Rebecca. She's the group CEO of Fireside. And Fireside, what they do, they build our network, they maintain our network, and now Fireside has grown. Becky, come and tell us how you have grown. So let's listen to Becky, and then I think that will be the end. Becky.
Good afternoon. As Fireside, we started as a very, would I call it a small technology company, because we used to do DSTV installations. When you think about the people who do DSTV in your estate, imagine telling that person who is doing DSTV that one day they'll be building towers and building base stations for Safaricom in Ethiopia. That is the story of Fireside. We started very small, and by that time when DSTV was being done, it was still towards its end. So it was not even like a fancy business, but we had a big dream. So as more and more speakers have said, that you must have your dream and you must know what exactly you want. So Safaricom has said that they have 4 billion shillings on the table. I don't know how many people, and especially women, how many are taking advantage of that money is on the which is on the table. Do we have any people who are doing business with Safaricom and making that money? The MC kept on saying that eco pesa, isn't it? That is exactly what Safaricom keeps saying. Every year, they say that 10% of their budget, they want to spend on women-owned businesses. And the biggest budget spend is in technology. But we find that less and less women are taking advantage of that. By 2017, the budget they were spending on women was like 2 billion shillings. And even then, they considered that to be a bit small. So it wanted to get to about 4 billion. Today, the spend is still at 1.7, 1.6 billion. So there's still money that is being left on the table. And that is because maybe women are not taking advantage of those opportunities. Maybe because many people find it intimidating. How many people have ever been to Safaricom? If you've been there and you're told that you can do technology business, you don't even know where to start. And therefore, like many speakers have said, we encourage women to hold each other's hands, and we encourage the process of mentorship. As Fireside, we now have grown from doing basic installations, such as fiber. The people you see digging fiber and trenches on the road, most likely in that case, that would be a Fireside person. We interconnect homes, and we interconnect businesses. And when that service is down, most likely when you call Safaricom, they say we'll send our person. And in most cases, if it is within Nairobi or Mombasa, they send a Fireside person. So we've seen it grow. But it has not grown because I sat back and waited for Safaricom to open doors. They gave me an opportunity, they opened the door, and I was able to get through to the room. And when you're inside the room, it is your responsibility to articulate your issues. If you get into that room that has Joe and the other senior people, they don't know what you do. They don't know what you're capable of. It is you now to go and articulate your issue, articulate your business, and take advantage of that. Because even when you sit on that table, no one will say, oh, now we have the women, let them have their cake. If anything, they will try and block you at every corner because they also don't want competition. So in terms of those businesses, you'll be told there is money, yes, there are opportunities. They always advertise for expression of interest. They will always advertise for tenders, and they encourage more and more women to participate in those forums. And they also have open meetings that women can participate and understand how Safaricom does business, the opportunities that are there, and how you can take advantage of those opportunities. So the responsibility is ours to take up those opportunities and even reach out to them. If you meet somebody who understands the process, and in this case, Joe is disadvantaged because he's the only one who we all know. If you meet him and you're looking for an introduction there, it is in your interest to look for him wherever he is and ask him to introduce you to the person you need. Most likely he won't know if you can't articulate your business. For me, I approached it from the fact that nobody owes me anything. So if I get into that room, I have to be the one who pushes, and I have to be top of mind. So if I tell you, no, I'm looking for this opportunity and I don't get it within 1 week, 2 weeks, I'll come back to you and tell you, hey, I'm still waiting. In most cases, somebody is busy fighting other battles that you know nothing about, and they have their business to take care of. So if I need my business to be taken care of, it is in my interest to manage that relationship. So for us is to appreciate the role that Safaricom has played in the growth of our business, and they have been very open. When they set up in Ethiopia, they invited Kenyan companies that were interested in doing business. As we all know, Ethiopia is a very open economy right now, and there are very many opportunities. So for anybody who is looking to do business, if you approach Safaricom, most likely they'll support you in one way or another. So for us, we've seen it grow, and we have set up our foundation. The foundation is looking to train more youth, both men and women, who are looking to enter the technology field. We have like 35 lines of business, first from the people who are digging trenches to the people who do high-end base station configuration. So whatever level that somebody wants to come in, whether they have gone through high school or they have gone through campus, we still have an opportunity for them. And that foundation is doing training because we've been enabled and trained by Safaricom on how to give back to the communities we work in. So if you're looking for a chance to grow your business, if you're looking for a chance to make money, if you're looking to transform that EcoPesa from a slogan to actual money, I think there's an opportunity that you have in Safaricom. Thank you so much.
So that is it. I mean, the key message there is exactly what you've heard before. Have a big vision, be consistent, be resilient, have no fear about some of these things that you read about, you hear about, you can actually do it. So go to www.safaricom.co.ke, look at women in business in Safaricom, and indeed, if you're not able to come and talk to us, we'll be able to support you. We don't have time to go into the other things that we do, but I hope something has got into you to inspire you, to encourage you to start thinking big. Thank you very much.